G'day guys, what's up and welcome back to How to Rip. This clip that you're about to see today is from one of my wave pool retreats down at Urban Surf in Melbourne. We're running a whole bunch of these around Australia soon, but right for now, just in Melbourne. You can check it out at calebrock.com.au/surf. We're sold out for this year, but you can sign up to jump on the waiting list. Also, you can access a whole bunch of this really helpful information at thesurfersroadmap.com, which is my online surf school. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Yup. G'day, mate. Let's have a chat about your time at the pool. Some really impressive stuff to work with, particularly on the forehand. On the back end, we'll have a look at that in a moment. But I definitely think, that the fact that you can pull this sort of stuff in these tiny little waves is pretty sweet. After we chatted about that jump movement, it really turned everything on, I think, for you, and it was a really quick turnaround. So these are a couple of the clips from the first session. Again, there is a ceiling to the surfing that we can do on the cruiser setting, but I think you're sort of there, and the fact that you can drop 3 solid turns on one wave in cruiser is really exciting. So let's have a look at how we could perhaps even improve that even more as we go on. Okay, cool. So this is the second left session. To be honest, pretty similar to the first. I feel like things definitely stepped up a little bit in the second session, but I feel like your main progression was just cleaning up that bottom turn and getting that nice and solid. As you can see, like things are looking pretty similar. I love the fact that you're opening up with the arms. I just want to see how we can actually take that to another level. So we'll do this little side by side here and have a look-see. So you can see here, see that point, see if I can stretch that out a little bit. See how from here, if you watch the right of screen for me and focus on that back arm for me, see that jump but shrug at the same time. See how I sort of left that arm there so that I can open up and come back here with a fuller rotation. Now if we actually look at this side of screen, you can see that in order to get up the wave, you do a light jump, could be stronger, but you also start that rotation of that back arm. As a result, instead of rotating from here all the way back in your maneuver, you're rotating from here back in your maneuver. So you're rotating 180 degrees instead of almost 360 degrees, which means you're sort of shaving off the momentum of the turn. And that's where we see that. So that's the sort of apex of your turn there. Not a huge amount of spray. Again, I'm on a better wave here, so it's a little bit unfair. But you can see I'm able to really be off-center, engaging that heel side rail. Over here we've got quite a flat board, and I'm able to sort of point and look back all the way to the white water here, whereas you kind of have to finish early because there isn't enough momentum to keep going, or space, mind you, on this small wave. So that just makes quite a big difference to the overall sort of strength of your maneuvers, is how you come off the bottom, and you can see you're sort of applying that each wave. So that's something definitely to continue working on. Okay, let's have a look at the back end. So not quite as strong on the back end. That's probably the area that needs a little bit more work. So we're going to look at how we can dial that up a little bit more. I think the main thing that we are seeing is the bottom turn kind of holding you back in a big way, because you're not able to really get up to the top of the wave. See how they're always kind of cut short in a way? Whereas what I'm looking for is for you to sort of hold it and get up to the top of the wave. I've used this foaming clip to start with, but I've also got another clip that we'll have a look at. So I think the main thing is holding that shovel movement a bit longer. This is not looking too bad. Overall, this looks quite nice. I mean, I'd look for that flipped palm to begin with, and then I just want you to hold that a little bit longer so that you can actually get up to the top of the wave. You can see if I play this out, you let go of it pretty much straight away, as opposed to allowing it to lift and carry you up to this meaty part of the wave. And just as a result, you kind of lose all your drive and speed. It's just pulling it a little bit too early, cashing in the chips a little bit too early. I love the fact that you're off center there, and there is like a good solid change in direction, but I feel like we could dial that up even more. So if we sort of jump ahead and have a look at this wave here, and see how if we wanted to compare that to like a more advanced wave, I'd be looking at sort of the low point here, catching the bottom turn a little bit earlier. You tend to sort of surf away from the power zone a little bit too much. And then from here, we're really trying to achieve that sort of position here with the, the arm over the lip before the rotation down, which makes a big difference. So you can see here over to this side of the screen, excuse the dog noises, you're not able to really find any downward rotation with the arms. See how it's always just sort of in alignment here with the rest of the body, whereas over on this side we're seeing like a lot of twist and torque from that upper body, always sort of driving the movement and yeah, forcing things along. Anyway, mate, it was great to have you along. I look forward to seeing where you can take this. Really nice work. I will chat to you again soon. Cheers.